Welcome to Boyum IT Solutions. Today we're going to talk about Beas Manufacturing and explore how we've helped metal fabrication customers around the world to digitally transform their business. Before we start the presentation, we'd like to provide you with a brief overview about our solution for the metal fabrication industry. After assisting hundreds of customers, we know that different customers have different challenges. However, metal fabrication companies generally have unique challenges in different areas, which may not be the same for other industries. For example, quotation accuracy is difficult to achieve, shop floor visibility is limited, inventory levels are not optimized, and managing subcontractors can be challenging. If you're investing in an ERP solution, you'll want to choose an application with the best practice for your industry built into it, without adding extra cost and implementation effort. Beas Manufacturing is a market-leading industry solution for SAP Business One within the metal fabrication sector, built on more than 16 years of best practice gained from customer and consultants' knowledge. As a vertically focused software solution vendor, currently we have over 40 customers in this industry sector. We work with a global network of SAP Business One key partners and utilize a well-proven project delivery model based on the SAP Accelerated Implementation methodology. To understand what's affecting the metal fabrication industry, it's important to look ahead and understand the market forces which influence the industry these days and will shape its operations in the future. In today's global economy, change is constant, and metal fabrication enterprises are subject to several market forces which affect their daily operations, and future trends being a catalyst for change to remain competitive in the future. I'd like to highlight just a few of them. International trade agreements like NAFTA and changes in geopolitical strategy, for example President Trump's America First policies, which have increased tariffs for imported goods from its trading partners in Europe, Canada and China, sparking reciprocal tariffs for exports. Environmental policies such as the Paris Agreement are setting emission targets within energy-hungry industries. Metal fabrication is a traditional manufacturing industry and is not attractive to millennials. Therefore, finding the right people is difficult. And finally, additive 3D printing and collaborative human and robotic automation are driving down costs and improving quality. If manufacturers want to stay competitive in the market today, if they want to differentiate themselves, and if they want to stay here for the long term, they must take those future trends into account, especially when selecting their manufacturing solution. Industry analysts are forecasting cost reduction changes driven by the adoption of new technologies and digital transformation. For example, PwC forecasts the German spare parts industry will save €3 billion annually using 3D printing. IDC with the installation of 2.6 million industrial robots, and manufacturing cost reduction from SAP performance benchmarking. Therefore, when reviewing the ERP marketplace, you need to ensure your next generation manufacturing solution can connect to such cost-saving devices and offer closed-loop systems, allowing companies to maximize their investment and drive down costs. Based on our industry knowledge, in the next 2 slides we're going to explore 6 issues commonly found in your industry. Quote accuracy is important to the profitability of any business, and with customers driving down prices, understanding the cost elements to product pricing are key. Even one underperforming offer can cause a financial loss and jeopardize the relationship with their customers. Metal fabrication businesses typically spend a lot of time creating quotes due to customers shopping around for the best price and delivery date, and for many, creating an accurate product quote consumes a lot of time and energy. Product design is typically created using a CAD system, and traditionally this is not connected to the ERP system, so manual processes or external systems can come into play to calculate the product cost and selling price, and limited or no access to current indirect costs does not support the cost calculation process to complete the selling price. Beas Manufacturing product costing is able to quickly calculate an accurate product cost, selling price and margin calculation for ease of quoting, with comparison of planned versus actual production and purchase costs to support margin and profitability analysis and to support decision-making or more accurate quoting for the next sales order. To complete the picture, we can integrate third-party solutions using a built-in tool to make the process flow seamless. With increasing bill of material complexity and multi-constraint production resources such as machines, tooling and labor skills, combined with large numbers of short-run production orders, providing an accurate customer delivery date is a complex task. In some cases, production staff are recording data manually on a paper-based system, which creates a lack of real-time production visibility and an even greater challenge in providing an accurate customer delivery date. These resources need to be optimized to maximize production output, reduce changeover and setups, to meet the increasing demand, and to ensure that shop floor information is collected in real time. With Beas Manufacturing capacity planning, initial delivery dates can be calculated via finite backward scheduling. Combined with Beas Manufacturing APS functionality, both material availability and capacity can be scheduled together to calculate the best possible delivery date. While installing production data terminals in the factory or direct connection to machine data will provide a manufacturing closed-loop system. Working with subcontractors is virtually a standard practice within your industry sector, with external suppliers offering value-added services such as plating, painting, and even full product assembly. And the coordination and planning of these services can be challenging and time-consuming, which is often affected by the lack of visibility of what is occurring in the supply chain. Subcontract manufacturing is supported as standard with Beas Manufacturing, with the external processes defined within the product bill of material and routing, either as buying a service, capacity, or buying an assembly, free issue of inventory. Leveraging Beas Manufacturing planning and scheduling tools can balance supply and demand, reduce inventory holding levels, and improve the management and collaboration of external subcontractors, providing increased visibility and supplier production forecasts. Excess inventory and obsolescence is common across all industry sectors, and the challenge is to reduce both of these and improve inventory planning and consumption. While most manufacturers know they have dead inventory, many are unaware of just how much. For example, in manufacturing, the lack of off-cut and scrap consumption in production is increasing inventory levels as new inventory is being purchased. Excess inventory also carries a cost for organizations, as it ties up cash reserves and occupies expensive warehouse space, while obsolete inventory has to be written off and cannot be consumed to make further products unless it's sold as scrap metal. Inventory and bill of material accuracy is key to support the planning of production orders and the forecasting of purchase items, especially for long lead time components with suppliers. With Beas Manufacturing supply and demand management, inventory is balanced to ensure the right components and quantities are in the warehouse at the right time, while reducing obsolescence related to product changes, thus positively impacting the financial bottom line. Another general challenge that many manufacturers are facing is complying with industry quality standards. The need for manufacturers to focus on compliance and traceability initiatives is increasing significantly across the globe as commercial pressures grow to meet regulatory mandates. Extended quality assurance programs across the enterprise to test products, for example within the purchasing and production cycle, are mandatory under ISO 9000, and depending on the industry where your products are being consumed, for example aerospace and defense, quality assurance becomes a regulatory requirement of doing business. However, today many enterprises are still operating manual paper-based quality control systems with no integration with ERP, and running an offline quality system means that whenever you have to perform a customer audit or share data to maintain preferred supplier status, both time and resources are consumed performing the analysis and providing proof of traceability. Beas Manufacturing Quality Control allows enterprises to define what, when, and how products are tested, providing a full audit and electronic documentation trail of the quality control procedures and processes. By mitigating the risk of product recalls, reducing manufacturing costs, and quality controlling end-to-end traceability of processes, organizations will also be able to successfully reduce inefficiencies within the supply chain. Moving on to our last challenge that is again a general problem in many industries, which is the lack of real-time visibility of your business. Understanding your core business operations is